This is a video game that tells a story that some can understand and others have experienced. I bought the game because I thought to myself, the graphics are good and the music is great, what else is there? I didn't look at any of the comments or any other reviews. I went in blind as a bat, and after figuring out the story and relating everything to the story, I was engulfed in nothing but emotion. With the simple yet pleasing artwork in combination with the gentle yet powerful music, this game really knows right where to hit you. The game is short, took me a solid 3 hours to complete the story, but if you're looking for something to refresh your palate, then this might be for you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening everybody. Champ here, and this video is all about GRIS. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe for more content like this. Since I don't want to spoil anything, I'll first talk about the game itself and then the story. I'll give time before spoilers for you to skip to my final review. So without further ado, let's dive in. This game was developed by Nomada Studio, published by Devolver Digital, and was released on December 13th, 2018. GRIS is the young girl you play as. She ventures through the world she has created for herself through an experience in life. Everything you see is a manifestation of what she's feeling, from the environment you walk through to the colors around you. As you continue on and unfold more of the story, GRIS grows and starts to see her own world in a different way than how she began. As you venture through, you'll gain a few new abilities that will help you along the way. These abilities are manifested through her dress. They are simple, yet some are interesting. There isn't death in the game, so you don't have to worry about getting good, since this game is all about storytelling and connecting with you. The game consists of platforming, light puzzles, and some skill-based challenges that are optional. Throughout the chapters, you'll collect a certain amount of orbs to continue on to the next chapter, and hidden in each chapter are bigger orbs called mementos. Mementos aren't needed to finish the game, but are needed for an achievement and to unlock a secret cutscene. This game is widely available and can be understood by anybody in the world. Apart from words that say "New game, continue," and "Press this button," the game has no text, no talking, only communication through the magic of sight and sound. The artwork is very different from what I'm used to as a game. It started off as an idea of drawing everything on paper, then scanning them in to animate them. Then as progress is being achieved, it became a combination of paper art and digital drawing in the form of art on paper. The music has a great combination of keyboard, harmonium, vocals, and a few other things. These group together to take a hold of your emotion and soul and shape it to their own, to help you understand what GRIS is feeling. If you would like to know more about how this game came to be, Devolver Digital uploaded a behind-the-scenes video on YouTube. Link to that video will be in the description below. I thank you all for making it this far. Coming up is spoilers, and if you don't want a taste of it, you can skip to the time that's shown on the screen or click the link in the description below. Now you're wondering what the game is about. Well, I'll just throw it out there. The main meaning of the game is the 5 stages of grief. What the 5 stages of grief are: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. In Chapter 1, GRIS's world has no color. It's only shaded with black and white, and as far as you can see, it is barren. In this chapter, she begins to shut herself out of her reality and falls into a world that was created by the shock of her experience. This shows her denial. She denies what happened and refuses to believe that the pain she felt is true. In Chapter 2, she adds red to her world. A world still barren, but with spots of life. A desert of rocks, buried objects, and ferocious gusts of wind. Here, she allows her denial to be consumed by anger. Anger towards others, the victim, the witness, and those who might have tried to help her. In Chapter 3, green is added. Life is slowly coming back, yet still quiet. Gris now turns to the stage of bargaining. She finds a way that could make her feel better, kind of like a scapegoat, a distraction. Something that would take her mind off of what really happened and avoids the confrontation of reality. In Chapter 4, blue is the next kin of color. Life is spread around, but the world feels lonely. Gris falls to the stage of depression. As she explores her world, she feels alone, stuck in a darkness that tries to consume her, to obtain her and add her to its collection of lost souls. Here she tries to flee the darkness as best as she can. This stage is truly one of the hardest stages to surpass in the 5 stages of grief. In Chapter 5, yellow is achieved, the color that adds warmth, light, and clarity. This is the stage of acceptance. Gris battles her way through the 4 stages, hoping to find meaning in her life. Just as she is about to find it, depression returns and makes another attempt to keep her for itself. Without hesitation, Gris opens her mind and her heart, finally recognizing and accepting the painful reality she tried to neglect. Realizing that past is past and cannot be changed no matter how hard she tries, Gris embraces it all, pain and love alike, and understanding that sometimes letting go is okay. So, my final review, let's go down the list. Graphics. I wouldn't call it graphics, I would call it art. Throughout the whole game, I felt like I was venturing through paintings, through pieces of art at a classy French art museum, and it was a very unique experience. It's purely 2D, but there were moments where I felt like it had depth and I could simply pan and look around. Most of this was the artwork of the skies. It was one of the most creative pieces I've seen. Audio. If I could label this game as ASMR without making it look bad, I definitely would. The music would make me feel like I'm floating on clouds, and at times make me feel like my life was on the line. They really knew how to do it, and with a combination of the artwork, the whole experience was enhanced tenfold. I really give kudos to the musicians and vocalist. Gameplay. It's a simple indie game. Simple platforming, simple puzzles, kinda tricky skill-based challenges. The game mechanics aren't complex, all it is run, jump, square up, swim, and float. The gameplay is basically just all you need to go through the game and finish it. But when you look at everything else, truly, you were only here for the ride, so I can let it pass. The feels. It got me. It got me good, and it made me tear up. Just being real. I was busy trying to decipher the meaning of everything that I was seeing that I wasn't hit by from the start. But as soon as I put everything together and made it click, I was tossed, mashed, flipped, grinded, grounded, and just totally went for a dive. The ending was the final pitch, and the feels hit a grand slam. Now, you might think I'm exaggerating, but let's be real here. A lot of us has experienced these stages, so it's easy for one to relate to what Gris is feeling. Along with the visual and audio enhancement, it's hard not to invest your own feelings into this game. Nevertheless, after all the tears and touching moments, I felt better. I thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and more. I couldn't have done it without some help and inspiration from my Twitch community, Correctamundo. I do stream, I play a variety of games, and I prefer it that way than to commit to one game. You can always check out my channel and see my schedule in the info section. That's all I have for you for this video. You guys are awesome, take care, stay crazy, and I'll see you on the flip-flop.